There are plenty of people out there with ham radio license that would be happy to teach you to use it. And, of course, they'll probably try and encourage you to get a ham license. And it's not required. You can have one without it. You can buy radios in the United States, for example, and I'm thinking Canada too and many other places, without even having a license to buy it. It's just a good way of having secure communications that you control, that's battery. So if the power goes down, the batteries work. You can trickle charge your batteries off your car. You can trickle charge off the solar chargers and so forth. Hans, what kind of deal we're going to have here is Reflect. So we're going to be listening to 4C3, and the music is Reflect. And we'll be right back after this.
Dit is ArgusoogRadio.
Okay, this is the Waterman Files that you're listening to. I'm John Waterman, coming to you from deep inside the castle, and thanks, Hans, for that break. We're going to continue. We're going to talk more about our list here of things we have. And, you know, I'd like to take a quick break here, and we're going to be getting back to it. But I'd like to take a quick break and let you know, there was a little, they think a little upset in Massachusetts with Mr. Brown being elected as a new senator to replace Ted Kennedy, who had actually wrapped up the state of Massachusetts and turned it into a Marxist colony. For the last 50 years, he did that. Certainly looked like to me that, the people didn't have a voice. They couldn't elect. I can't imagine anybody being worthy of serving for 50 years. The only reason that Ted Kennedy never ran for president was for one reason. They'd kill him. Who would kill him? Same people that killed John or Jack Kennedy, Bobby Kennedy, the same people that actually killed John Kennedy Jr., John F. Kennedy's son. Why? Well, John was very charismatic. He was very influential. And it just so happened that his son had a magazine. And they didn't want him becoming a voice, and they didn't like the threat, so they killed him. Well, Ted Kennedy knew that he was given an ultimatum: run for president and die, or stay a senator. So that's what he did. That sympathy that he gained from that allowed him to stay in office for 50 years, and that's more than enough. Shouldn't have been that long, in my opinion. You go, well, we elected him, he gets to stay. Okay, well, I don't live in Massachusetts. One of the reasons I don't is because it is so Nazi. Try and get a gun in Massachusetts. And their wonderful failing health care system is another reason. But you'll notice that Ted Kennedy, when he was senator, didn't have the health care system that the constituents, those that voted for him, have. He had the senator package. Oh, that wonderful senator package. And it really is like this. If you want to know the reason why Rome fell, is because their senators had different privileges than the citizens of Rome, and they were privileged. They became a privileged class. Folks, we need to change this. In fact, I think the pay for both senators and congressmen should be the same. What's the difference? One's just a different way of voting. One's just a different representation. So what? These guys should be getting their pay based on their performance when they're in the Senate. In fact, isn't this supposed to be service to your country, not get rich off of your country? As we know, everybody